Hey guys, Alex is Gun 8 here, and today I have first event analysis for the new Siege event, start of October, which means the start of the Halloween campaign. So quite a lot to look forward here over the next 4 weeks. So we'll start with this event, and then I'll talk about the rest of the month a bit. So first day's already gone. Sorry I couldn't make this video yesterday, but I had a big exam this morning, so it's good I passed. So now I can focus on D.O.T. So. All good. Obviously haven't been playing too much yet. Oops, let's go back. Okay, what do we usually do? We usually do the story, but we can't for Siege. Saves us some time. And we'll get onto the fighters straight away. So here we have, I believe this is the paid build fighter, top one. Yep, build now, so it's obviously the paid one. This one's actually really good. So it's one of the first 4 of the 4 legendaries, so we expect its stats to be slightly better. But this guy's attack at 4 out of 4 max stat is ridiculous. It's 17k. That's without super fusions, without gear, so he could easily get 20k attack. And that's just the start of it. His ability, from what I've heard, isn't too shabby either. So it says Deadfall, Elite, 4+, 1 cooldown, rank 3 double skill, weakens with lies, wounds suddenly, then gets another kick in. So it doesn't erode from what I've heard, which basically means it lowers a single fighter's attack, so that's going to help when you're fighting the boss, and in other situations as well. And then it does 2 single target preempt attacks. So it's called a double skill, but in my opinion it's really a triple skill, because it's got the erode plus 2 attacks, so bonus. Pretty decent paid build, not too bad at all. Might as well mention the leader skill, so Self Fusion 4 when it's got 4 out of 4. Boosts all wind fighters attack by 1500, so that's not too bad either if you're gonna have a team with just wind fighters, which, yeah, not too bad of an idea. Could definitely help out for some dungeons, especially like the wind dungeons these days. And these are more fighters we have for this event. So Gust All, Adept 5+, 3 cooldown. Not really anything that special. Looking at it, massive defense, that's about it. 8k defense without the edge, so it's going to give just shy of 1k defense as a super fusion for that stat. So that's not too bad. That's really all I see him being used as. This one down here, pumpkin head with the, what was that, little rabbit or something inside? Mouse? Don't know. This isn't too bad. It's an auto proc guru, an earth one. There's not too many earth ones around, so definitely not too bad. Its stats aren't that amazing. About 6k wisdom, 5.5k agility. Not the best, but still, as a collector's item, I'd like to get 1 5 out of 5 at least. And if it's not too expensive, I'm sure other people will find uses for it as well. Boosts all Earth fighters wisdom by 500. That's not too bad, especially if you got some solid grounds. Put this guy as your leader. Solid grounds got a wisdom boost. Not too bad. And the leaderboard prize. So from what I've seen, this leaderboard prize, it's not that special. That's greatly to do with that 2 cooldown you see there. It's a double skill. First is to dumb them down. Second is to bend their knees. So it's attack all guru, like the last event was, I believe. 10k HP, so pretty decent HP. Massive wisdom, 21k. And the other stats don't really matter too much. Agility is 7k, that kind of matters. But that 2 cooldown, if it was 1 cooldown, yes, it would be amazing. But the 2 cooldown kind of kills it off, which is good because we don't want too many of these things around. Too many massive gurus, powerhouses, just destroying stuff. So it's good, it kind of evens it out. Yeah. There's a lot of excitement for the start of this Halloween event, so people probably want to compete right away. And this kind of evens it out with the leaderboard prize being not that great, if you ask me. Its leader skills pretty nice though. Boosts all firefighters agility by 1500. So if you got a 4 out of 4 of this and an Inzuna or some Atans, they can really benefit from it, especially with that new legacy gear from the last special dungeon, which adds like another 1500 as well. So nice boost. Pretty cool looking skill as well, especially for something that's based off wisdom. I think it's a bit different, but yeah, pretty sweet. Wouldn't recommend spending too much on it. More so, the winner of this event is definitely this one for me, even though he's a warlock. His wisdom and defense pretty even. They're pretty low, but his massive attack and decent HP makes up for it. And then we've got Yotan Rekeller here, being a crappy points prize, which they just clearly want us to use him as super fuse fodder, but he is not even good for that. He's gonna give less than 600 attack. Again, don't pay more than 1 or 2 bidders for each, because that's terrible. Had enough of these fighters. But it does give more than 500, so at least it's something by the look of it. Invite ID is kind of catching my eye here. This one's a bit of an old one, preempt all 1 cooldown. It's really not that great. It's pretty much used as just agility fodder. Yeah, that's really about it. Not that great. Yeah. Since I like that pay build fighter so much, I'm probably going to build a few pick site this event. We've got 7.5k here, so finally get to build some of that. And I can use the fodder to level up some of my fighters which desperately need leveling. So we've got pretty much all the usual achievements here. Attacking castles is the salvo, and the sentries are pretty obvious, just attacking sentries. From what I've seen though, the dynamics of this event has kind of changed a bit. There was this in the information section, might have seen it. Get bonus points for sentry battles. This time sentry battles give you more than just edge during boss battles and the siege. Win bonus points with sentries defeated. The more of them go down, the more your points go up. So I've attacked a few castles. Castles seem to not be dying. Sentries seem to go down really quickly, but castles don't seem to be getting finished now because they're not giving that many points. Also attacked a boss. That wasn't giving too many points either. I haven't had too much of a chance to attack sentries because they pretty much, they just keep dying. So it's probably an indication that they do give more points than what these ones would give, the boss and the castle. So this seems to be the way to go, which kind of you'd think would help speed up the process a little bit more, but because there's no real incentive for attacking castles now, you get stuck waiting on the castle forever now. So they kind of really need to balance this a bit more. They need to, it's really hard to balance, I understand that, but I'm sure they'll get it right eventually. So that's that, and let's talk about the rest of this Halloween. It's going to be 4 events, like it was last year, I'm guessing. So it says, collect jack-o'-lanterns during a Halloween event, 6th of October till the 4th of November. So that's about 4 weeks. That's going to include the 4 events. So this one's starting off with Siege, next event will be Dungeon, then PvP, and we'll end on Raid by the looks of it. So something that they're implementing over these 4 weeks are these jack-o'-lanterns. I initially thought they were going to be like a pixar kind of currency where you build fighters. I know we had that last Halloween. This seems to be a bit different actually. So it's more like a new kind of currency where we're going to be able to claim prizes. So there's legacy gear, legacy fighters, and all new fighters. So what's on offer: fighters and gear from last Halloween and some fighters from this year's. So I'm guessing the legacy fighters, since they're not going to cost as much, are from last Halloween, and all new fighters are obviously going to be new fighters. In my opinion, there's not that many fighters worthwhile from last Halloween. There's that Palamort one, which is decent, still goes for like almost 200 bidders with good super fusions. But that's about it. There's not that many. They're pretty outdated now, so I wouldn't recommend this legacy fighters or these legacy fighters already if that's the old one. Bit of an early call since we don't really know much about it at this stage. But yeah, I suppose I can talk about it more when I find out more. Legacy gear seems to be really expensive, especially this pumpkin beater. It's going to be pretty hard to get. Yeah. Not sure what these new fighters will be either. Hopefully it's not the ones we've just seen. They're pretty terrible. Oh, you can see here, these, okay. So we had that Siphon one last time, we had this one. I recently sold my 5/5 with Super Fusions. That was not a Halloween one, was it? Oh, we had these gears. Looks like we've got some new fighters here, but these are the two from this event, so hopefully there's going to be more than those. Oops, that's not what I want to click. I want to click this. So this is how you get these jack-o'-lanterns, just from points prizes at this stage. So 30 from 18,500 points. So when you get up to 20,000 points, really, you're going to have about 180. So it doesn't seem too hard to get, except you're going to need a lot of them. So that's something you got to keep in mind. Yeah, a bit more of an incentive to compete a bit harder. Me personally, since I don't have too many Nux bits left, I'm really going to try and take advantage of the special dungeon. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully you can really just push hard on it, have some fun with it. But this event won't be doing too much, just that Pixel build, and I'll play it when I can. So sorry for this event analysis being late, but hope you guys enjoyed. Got it to you in the end. And yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of this Halloween event, if you're excited for it. I know I am. I know a lot of people have been discouraged with the player base dropping and stuff, so hopefully this can make a few more players hang on for a bit longer, and possibly bring a few more players back, or at least, yeah, something like that. But thanks for watching, guys.